Good morning, friends. Here's the 97 Les Paul Special Custom. Do want to reiterate, not the G Custom Shop, but the TF Custom Shop, where we do kind of whatever we want with these fine American machines. So this began as a 97 Les Paul Special tune-o-matic bridge, stop tail. In California for some years, they stripped the front off of this because it was like this on the front all around. It had the nitro finish. It's a flat top like Les Paul Specials kind of are. It doesn't have the carve or the bout or whatever, or the top carve. This is just a flat, pretty straight up guitar. It had P90 in the neck, P90 in the bridge. They routed those for a pair of Gibson Dirty Fingers. I threw a cover on this one just for looks. Imagine that. Just like to make these things look funky, kind of like a Mr. Jimmy P, or a little bit like Peter F. Those guys are kind of really good guitar players. You should go check their stuff out. Yeah, so we have 3 humbuckers in here now. It's different setup than it was originally, but these can all now tap too. So we got single coil capability. It's three volume and master tone on this. So I'll kind of try to explain the positions here. So we're starting on the top in the rhythm. It's still the 3-way toggle, which is standard, I think, across the Gibson's lineup, like on Les Pauls. I mean, unless you get into the actual custom shop and they do some of the funky switching or whatever, or the mod shop, whatever they're doing these days down there. So I've got these. It's on the top position, so it's going to be the neck and the bridge series parallel. The 2 knobs are going to be blending together. So we'll start with each F5, halfway on each. And this is just through a Fender Princeton volume at like 3.5. EQ's about halfway up, and it's got a bit of reverb on it too, just to give it some depth. Do the hokey pokey, turn yourself about. I'm going to turn one of these knobs. So the middle knob here, this is going to be for the neck pickup. I'm going to drop this to about 2.5 and then turn the middle pickup to about 8.5. And this is going to give it a little bit, it seems like a little bit more high end, but it's still very dark and kind of Les Paul-y. Gonna do the opposite now. So I will turn the neck pickup up to 8.5 and the middle down to about 2.5. And this is gonna get like a little bit, again, kind of, they still feel some bass in there. And the things can get really funky when you start tapping, like the combinations of having a coil tap, one, and then a front, like a coil tap front pickup, and then a humbucking middle. Just going to show you this kind of holler back at PT from that group that was a bunch of mods in the 60s. You can hear a little bit of that twang, that single coil twang. You got to keep it clean in order to. But if you bounce so the volume on the single coil neck now is like up at about 8.5, and I've just rolled up the humbucker in the middle to like 6. It's like a very shiny but still quite let me just pop the middle position up now too. So this is double single coil on a Les Paul Special Custom. Playing something like Al Cooper a little bit, a little behind the beat. This tone off and woman tone, but with double single coils. Get really sharp now, like yep, pretty funky little setup here. So I'll drop. I've got they're now both in the single coil position. So you see 2 knobs up, and then the tone obviously always stays down. The master tone stays down, but yeah, I'll pop this into the middle position, and it'll now be the middle humbucker, the Seymour Duncan Custom series parallel blending with the Gibson Dirty Fingers in the bridge position. So middle is now these two blending together. One of them, the Seymour Duncan Custom is still not bucking hum right now. It is coiling singly, ready to coilingle. And the Dirty Fingers humbucker in the bridge is set to 5.5, 8.5 here. So we got a humbucker and a single coil, middle and bridge. Really funky little kind of sound here. You can kind of pull out of this. Shout out to Andrew S. in Australia, or New South Wales, wherever he's at. So I'll now pop the humbucker in the bridge position up to a single coil. So this is single coil, and we got volumes at, this is going to be 5.5 each. Let me drop these down to humbucking. So now we got this is gonna, again, series parallel, blending these. I'll turn the bridge pickup down to like a 3.5 volume and do the middle one up to like 8.5. This is gonna be, I think, more kind of classic Les Paul standard sound. Let's get double humbucker. Kind of standard. You know, the tone obviously is, the master tone is really cool. I mean, you just straight up, you know, really takes off the treble when you roll it down. It's got, you know, with the tune-o-matic not being there, you know, just going right around the stub tail. These strings, I lace it up with 10 to 46, and they can bend on this thing. I mean, those strings, it's just like straight across from bridge to nut. Not much resisting you on there. I mean, you can really bend these things. That's kind of the style I personally am into, a little bit like old blues and classic rock sort of thing, but with a little bit of Jack White in there, kind of angry white guy, just beating the hell out of the guitar as much as possible. So we'll go down to, on the down on the switch treble is just the Gibson Dirty Fingers in the bridge position. And this is about as close to, like, you know, just straight up kind of Gibson tone, humbucking. Rip that tone up to like 8.5, and the humbucker and the bridge up to like 8.5. You know, not really playing any pedals on it right now, just because, as some people might tell you about gear reviews, it's like you don't necessarily want to run this stuff through a whole line of pedals if you're going to be just showing one particular thing. So I just wanted to try to get out there a little bit explaining how this funky machine, 97 Gibson Les Paul Special Highlight Custom, is working for me right now here in New Hampshire. Come check it out sometime at the Strange Brew in Manchester with my boy Scotty Armstrong. Yeah, we'll see you soon on some planet or moon. Peace.